Today's video has been brought to you by Chic Clothing. Go to www.chicclothing.com for our line of hand-designed signature caps and more information on how you can have your caps color customized to your liking. Plan your adventure. Subscribe to our mailing list to be informed about upcoming expansion to our line of clothing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kazama Fury here, and let's not beat around the bush. Nintendo still hates your money. What do I mean by that? Well, if they really wanted your money, for the second year in a row, for the second mini console classic bundle released, there wouldn't be stock problems, would there? You would have thought they would have learned from the NES Classic Bundle last year. I can't believe they actually made this one. The problem still, they learned nothing. The problem is still there. You know, I don't know anything or how to keep these out of the hands of scalpers, and I know there's a network of people online who are gouging the prices. I know if it's in their possession that they can actually sell it on eBay for whatever price they want. I know that, but we have to do something. They have to do something to keep this out of their hands. And you know what that is? I can answer that right away. Make more of them. Okay? Because that means there won't be people to profit off of. It won't be people to profit off their own personal greed, because they playing right into the people hand. You're losing money. Like, there's no other way to dance around this. You're losing money. Nintendo's losing money because they're not making enough systems and stuff. If you're a scalper, you great. You great. You go on eBay, you killing it. But not all of us want to scalp one. There's actually people who wanted to actually play a lot of games and never got a chance to collect. You know, and many others. You know, let's talk theoretically. I don't have any children, but let's say I have a 5-year-old son or daughter, and you know, they see their dad playing my Xbox 360, my PS3, my GameCube, my Xbox One, Switch. Yeah, I ended up getting one of those for Mario and third-party games, whatever. And my Xbox One, they see me playing all that stuff, and I'm like, you know, that's big boy stuff. Let me show you what I used to play when I was your age. Boom, pop on these, put Super Mario Bros. 3 in their hand, let them play that. Have fun with that, you know? Let them see a part of my history that made me, when I evolved to what I am now, to that, you know? Let them get more familiar with that. Live through your nostalgia. Show a younger generation something else. Your own children, you know? Have them a deeper appreciation for video games. Instead of when you really had to play. This was an era before downloadable content, before microtransactions, before half-ass games. You had to play these games. And you know how it was back in the day. They were graphically limited, so they couldn't make an epically long game all the time. So what they did is they actually made it more difficult. So this is why you see a lot of us as an adults were better gamers back when we were kids, due to time reasons. Right now we can't really sit here and play games like we used to. But I'm going off way too far on this thing. There's not enough for these systems, and actually for people who actually wanted to enjoy them, actually wanted to play them. Being able to play 30 NES games on the NES Classic Bundle. 21 on the SNES Classic Bundle. Now look at, even GameStop is doing raffles to win a SNES Classic Bundle because they know they that hard to find. So they are even holding on to their stock so they can to people in this contest, advertise them, get them to buy this, and all maximizing sales. And who's suffering for that? The collectors, the people who really wanted these consoles. Nintendo could be killing it right now if they made enough. Yeah, we get it. You ran out. For the second year in a row, you realize that your classic minis sell like hotcakes. You should have known this already. You should have fucking known this already and had some ready, and more ready. Now that now that you sold through these, make more. And if they continue to sell, make more. This is the holiday season we're talking about. You know? They just finally getting Switches on the shelf. Now I can go to Walmart all the time and see them still sitting there. But Christmas is coming. Hello? Christmas is coming. This is what you're playing. That's just to sit there and just sell the $300 system. Or the Odyssey bundle. Or the Splatoon 2 bundle. Okay? Maybe that's just your plan. You could be selling these. You could be selling these $80. Hell, you can even fucking release the SNES again for those who missed it last year. You know how much maximizing the sales you can do? You can make stocking stuffers. Like, you can make stocking stuffers for adults and children. You can buy a Switch and then have a classic mini for the youngest child. When the 10-year-old got the Switch and the 5-year-old can sit home and play. So like, I'm just giving out examples right here. But Nintendo hates your money. They hate your money, and they want to make greedy, opportunistic eBay scalpers richer, while we are deprived. All the fans of their classic stuff are deprived. Does that make any sense to anybody? Alright? Like, this is... I sit here and I was on my way home from the gym earlier, and I was trying to wrap my brain around this. And, of course, before I get in front of this camera, I Google Nintendo hates money. And, goddamn, a lot of people said this, and I thought I was being innovative. But it's clearly evident to everybody. Nintendo hates your money. And they have this the other way around, because they would make more of these. But I said this months ago now, and it seems to be true. I think they really stand to what they do is make a specific amount of consoles. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. 100,000 of these consoles will cost us a grand total of $20,000. I'm giving an example. These are not accurate. I'm giving an example. 100,000 consoles of this classic mini cost us absolutely manufacturing the parts, everything. I would say it was 20. It costs $20 per system. So you take 100,000 and multiply that by 20, and you got it right there. They spent $20,000. I don't know, forgive my math. They spent this specific amount to make this. And on each of the consoles, they stand to make a $60 profit, because the SNES sells for $80, when it costs, for example, $20 to build and manufacture. So with those those are not accurate numbers. That's me just giving out numbers for you to go by. So they stand to make a $60 profit on each on 100,000 systems. $60 profit. Do that math there. Boom. This company brought in this specific amount of money, and they only spent this amount. That's a success personally to Nintendo. And in the process, they're like, fuck everybody else. If you didn't get one, too bad, it's limited. Is that right? Just think about it. Is that right? Like I'm saying, they hate money. They like making money, but they hate spending money. Like, they hate spending money, and they hate making more money than they could. They want to spend a specific, they want to spend this amount to get this amount. So let's say, for example, they spent this amount and they made this amount. They don't want to take more from this amount they made. They don't want to take that chunk off to make more of that, because they go down to here. But they understand, you doing residuals. You spend a little, you earn more. Take from that earnings, spend that little bit, make even more, keep stacking. It's like economics. I'm not even an economics major, and I can just look at that it's beneficial for them. But they don't seem to give a fuck. Like, it loses me right now. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. If anybody else do, comment below, please, because I'm trying to understand why they hate your money so much, man. Like, why they do this all the time. I think they care more about being popular than they do being a company that's profitable overall. I think it's like a niche market. They're becoming a niche market company. They rely on their first party, but you gotta understand, we all know third party is the savior, and you're starting to get third party for the Switch. That's good. That's cool and stuff. But let's keep on focus with these classic bundles. Predominantly first party games. Great classic stuff. Nostalgic fact. You know how many people they can't say they don't understand that they didn't think the demand was there. If you actually believe that when they say that, you need your head checked. You really do. So I've been trying to figure this out, and I can't. It's just like everybody's saying on the Google. When you Google it, Nintendo does hate your money. You know, they would make more of these, but they just like being relevant. They like just being sought after. So if I create this little bit amount of systems and tell people, come and get it, this is all, this might be it, people are gonna go crazy over it. And then we got all the opportunistic bastards. We got couples coming in there buying one each, even though they one household. They come in separately and buy one. The wife will buy one. The nephew will buy one. The son will buy one. They come in at different times. They be waiting on that line. They be sitting. They separate themselves, and they come in there and they buy it. Like, it's classic. There's no way to beat that. The only way to beat that is if you put more on the shelves. Going on eBay would be pointless. Us having to spend extra money or even contemplate spending extra money on eBay would be pointless, because there's enough of them in fucking stock, and you take the power away from them, and you make your fans happy, but you don't care about making your fans happy. You care about the demand just being sought after, you know. Oh well, you could be like, oh well, Sony only sold this. Sony sold this amount of consoles. Microsoft sold this amount of consoles. Yeah, that's nice, but all our classic bundles sold out because you didn't make enough of them. Whoop-de shit. That's what I was saying about the Switch months ago. People were like, oh my god, they sold out. You weren't making enough of them. Of course they're gonna sell out. When you lowballing inventory, they're gonna sell out. Now, like I said, it's gonna be a surge during the holiday season, because Black Friday's in a couple of weeks is inevitable. All those Switches sitting on the shelves more than likely are gonna sell. But you see in the off season that they will sit there on the shelves. Maybe that's what Nintendo's afraid of. They're afraid of, wow, did we waste too much money making too many of these consoles? We don't like to waste our money. We like to actually just starve the market. So when we put 5 of the consoles back in the store, they will sell out like crazy. You know, if people get this effect that, oh my god, it's always in stock, they're not going to be in a rush to buy it. It's that simple. It's simple. Are they doing that with the classic minis? They probably are. Are they? Is there any chance that they're going to restock them? No, I'm not. I doubt it. I'm not holding my breath on that one. They might. But I say they should stop. They, like, you put it out, they should be in production for a while. Alright? Give them a good one to after the holiday. To be like, alright, it'll be available from October to January. You know, they'd be in production from this amount to this date. So yeah, maybe we will wait for them to come back in, but we know they're coming back in. Right now, nobody knows. And in the meanwhile, like I said, people are online gouging the prices. And then we all fucked and we all angry. And then we got the hardest of the hardcore Nintendo fans wondering why people like me, who think somewhat familiar to what I'm thinking right now, are angry with the company. It's not that we hate the fucking company, it's that the company does dumb shit sometimes. And I know there's people out there who are dedicated fans, but you can't justify all this to us. We're not saying this out of hate. We're saying this out of, are you fucking kidding me, Nintendo? Are you kidding me? This is what you do. All the time. People complain about it. Stop, like, to the hardcore fans, I'm not insulting you, but yo, stop defending this company like that. Like, you gotta admit that's fucked up. If you wanted a classic mini, you gotta admit that this is fucked up. You know it's fucked up. And this has nothing to do. This is not taken away from you playing all the first party games that you played when you were a kid. This is not taken away from that. This is talking about business ethics and supply and demand. You know, we're not talking. I'm not sitting here talking about insulting the flagship Mario or Zelda. We talking about them just not doing right by the customers. They would rather be relevant and in demand by having something hard to get than giving the people more opportunity to get that, because they play it too safe. They got to be playing it too safe. Like I just said moments ago, maybe if we make too much, they won't sell and we stand to lose profit, because eventually we might have to sell them and drop the price down to get rid of the inventory. I can understand where they're coming from with that. But if you see they sold out at an exponential rate, make some more. And when those sell out at an exponential rate, make some more until you can't. Until you realize that the sales are slowing down. So start this pyramid. Start a slope. Make this amount. Make this amount. Make this amount. Make this amount. Then make this amount. Then shut it down. Over a span of time. It's that simple. And we know these things, like giving the parts and labor, giving the parts and everything, these systems, these classic minis are very, very profitable, because all you have is a circuit board inside of them with a whole bunch of ROMs built in it. They took all that technology and put it down into that, and then you got the controller wires instead of the parts and things. You have the patents, you got this manufacturing parts and everything. You don't have to borrow anything. It's very primitive, old school technology when it comes to these classic minis. It's very primitive parts and labors in comparison to the high demand and the Tegra chips and the Joy-Con features for the Switch. So you can make these much easier. But no, you guys hate money. You hate more money. You just like, you want to stay niche. Go ahead. You know, But anyway, keep watching what you want, keep gaming the way you want, keep being you, because I'm a Fury. I'm out. Let me know below. And just to, oh yeah, real quick thing, I want to thank once again all the new subscribers. You know, we've had an uptick, a little uptick in the past week or two. I know this is a small channel, but thank you for actually just listening to what I gotta say. I'm just one man in front of a computer, like I said before, but it feels good to just actually do this. Like, I'm not doing it to be famous or anything. I just want to get my voice out here, you know, because I'm a Fury. You see the play on it? It has double meaning. If anybody want to know, it's not just because I like Jin Kazama from Tekken and that's the picture. It's Kazama Fury, not just Kazama Fury. It's cause I'm a Fury. That's why I don't make videos about sunsets and lollipops. When I feel passionate about something, I'll come with a Fury, because I'm a Fury. It sounds like cause I'm a Fury. It sounds like cause I'm a Fury, depending on which way you play it. That's where the name comes from. But anyway, once again, keep watching what you want, keep gaming the way you want, keep being you. Look at me, people. This is Young Fury. That was me. That was before the Fury happened. That was before the Fury happened. I was 4 years old. Jeez. And I'm not married, people. These are comfort rings, okay? These are like for weightlifting, so I'm not married. But this is me at 4 years old. And for y'all to really know my age, just do the math. This was 35 years ago. Peace.